Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Sunday morning, the 24th of November. We're going to talk about the Delphi case today. Not talked about Delphi for a couple of days. Why are you still talking about Delphi, Michelle, I hear you say, if you're a guilter? Well, because there are so many unanswered questions after the Delphi trial that we got to keep pushing. In my opinion, Rick Allen isn't the guy. Rick Allen has been fitted up. He's been framed. So we're going to talk about some rumours and some not so rumours in this video. Why? Because we are all still watching.
It's time for you guys to start being journalists.
Before an angry Andrew Baldwin left the courthouse, 13 News overheard him speaking to Richard Allen's wife, saying, "It ain't over. The world's watching. The world sees what's going on."
Where to start? Well, we'll start with a little bit of fact here before we get into the rumours and not so rumours. Nick McClelland, the prosecutor, has requested the transcript from the court from the Delphi witness Eric Warren that occurred on November the 5th. Why specifically Eric Warren? Who knows? But that's what Nick McClelland is requesting. Look, the least Francis could do is just give everybody who wants it the transcript of the entire trial. But I find it interesting why he specifically wants Eric Warren's. I know they're anticipating an appeal because there's going to be one. I'd just like to know what his thought process is there. All right, moving on to something a little bit more rumorous, shall we say. Well, could this possibly be true? Now, it's come from an anonymous member of a Delphi Facebook group. So I hear you groan in the back right there. We don't know whether it's true or not. We'll find out, though, won't we? After the sentencing. And guys, you can't gag a jury after a trial. Where's this gag order? I mean, Francis probably in a stern voice said, "I don't want you speaking to the media," but guess what? She's got no authority to do that. Where's her authority? Where's the gag order? All right, well, I'm just going to read this. Okay, so I have a connection to someone who was on the jury. She said there's a gag order until December, and then we will all hear so much more. Now, I've been team innocent 95% of the time, so I asked why the heck they found him guilty. And she said that the jury found out Rick Allen and Kegan Kline interacted. Hold on. So if this is true, the jury was doing their own research. Because wasn't this jury meant to be, completely impartial, didn't know anything about the case? So how did they know about Kegan Kline? And how did they get a connection between Rick Allen and Kegan Kline? I can't find one. So who were they talking to? Or is this all just a little bit of BS? They think maybe Kline told Allen the girls were going to be to the trail that day. No, we had to stop talking and I heard nothing more. My question, why wasn't that presented to the court then? I wonder. I didn't get the opportunity to ask, but I'm wondering how the jury found this out. And we didn't. Now I'm starting to change my mind. Well, don't change your mind just yet, because you could have been fed a load of baloney, anonymous member. But if there's any truth whatsoever in this, the jury was doing their own research. Or the jury was fed information. And therefore, that makes that jury biased, nobbled, corrupted, whatever word you want to include there. Well, it did make me think, because this came out as well. This is Grey Hughes, massive guilter. And as I'll show you in a moment, he has information that not only the killer would know, but only YouTubers would know who have been fed information from the inner sanctum. So I haven't watched this, but the bizarre Rick Allen cult, Kegan Kline connection, ? This comes from Mike, who's the admin of Free Richard Allen Uncensored. I'm absolutely not a fan of this channel, but I remember where the white van story originated. This will most likely become the next official story. Well, again, let's wait and see. Maybe I should bite the bullet and watch this. Absolutely the case that this particular YouTube channel knew about Rick Allen's Only the Killer Would Know confession in March. So this is from Yellow Jacket on Twitter. A few days ago, Delphi prosecutor filed fourth motion to subpoena Rick Allen's mental health records on 3/15/24, and it was granted on 4/2/24. Okay, so 15th of March, and then it was granted on the 2nd of April. Then on 3/29/24, so before supposedly Nick McClelland was given access to Rick Allen's mental health records, and YouTuber already knew about the specific statements Rick had made in complete medical confidentiality to disgraced psychologist Monica Waller. On 3/15/24, so the same day that Nick McClelland requested for the fourth time Rick Allen's mental health records, Dr. Waller highly recommended this YouTuber in a Delphi FB group. She absolutely did. Gosh, I wonder who he was texting. Shall we listen? So, March 29th, 24. Shall we take a listen? Yes, let's.
Like Richard Allen is at the, he confessed to different witnesses. One of them was a psychologist, and I don't know.
You don't know?
You know, so yeah, and the thing is this is just a rumor.
Oh.
Okay? This is a rumor.
Oh.
You know, might be a decent rumor, but it's a rumor,
Oh.
nevertheless.
Okay.
So what if, you know, Richard Allen at the crime scene, when he told one of his psychologists that maybe he saw something specific
Saw something
while he was
specific.
at the crime scene, and why he sped things along and ran away.
Sped things
For
along
example,
and
what if
ran
he
away?
saw maybe Kay Weber's son driving home in his van
Brad
and
Weber.
told the psychologist that exact thing, and it's shown that his van did show up exactly at that time. Wouldn't that be interesting?
It would. It would be interesting.
That'd be an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would
What
be
if he
interesting.
said, while he was at the crime scene, he saw the van and he got nervous and he killed him and he ran away. And it happens to be Kay Weber's son, perhaps. Wouldn't that be crazy?
It would be crazy, given that was the thing that potentially won the case for the state. Wouldn't that be crazy? So it actually makes rumours like this not so crazy. And this is why I'm entertaining rumours like this. Also rumoured, Brad Weber wants access to some Facebook groups. Is it the real Brad Weber? I don't know. He does the social media thing occasionally. His mother Kay used to do the social media thing. Isn't it interesting? If it's true. But finally, I'm glad criminality is digging into the absolute insanity that are Libby's phone records, and they can't match any way to the state's theory. Now, I've done several videos on this. Criminality's confused by it. Criminality's on the case as well. I'm glad somebody else who is skeptical of all of this stuff is questioning this obvious, glaring problem with the timeline. So she's on part 2. I'm like an hour and a half in. It's worth watching. Part 1 was great. So, yeah, just want to highlight that I'm not the only one who is kerfuddled by the state's theory. It doesn't work. Could that be true? I wonder.